Alright guys, welcome back. We're out at the range. We got the Voodoo. Um, I got a different lot of SK long range in. We're going to test. And then I also got some lapua long range. And that was donated by Skylar and Ray. Appreciate it, guys. We're going to go ahead and shoot 4 or 5 shot groups. I'm going to start off with the SK at 50 yards through the Voodoo. I got my Garmin running, so we'll get some chronograph data. Oh, yeah. There we go. Just shot a PRS match yesterday. Shot okay, could have shot better. I shot this new lot of SK during that match, but it was pretty windy during that match too, so I'm gonna test it, see if I can see if I can blame it on the ammo or it was just my bad shooting. Alright, we're gonna go start off with SK. Lower left corner. Oh, damn, I got my camera closed. Alright. Whoop. I got one extra loaded in here, so I'm going to shoot a fowler to make sure I'm not crazy off and hit my camera. Alright, that looks pretty good. Actually, I'm going to go 1/10 up. Alright, here we go. First 5-shot group, SK long range. Ooh. Well, not too bad. Had that one. I'm going to let the Garmin go for all 20 shots. So we'll get a report on the 20 shots. All right, next one. 5 shots. Stuff looks like it wants to shoot. All right. Next 2 groups, it's shooting pretty good, so I'm pretty comfortable. I'm not going to kill my camera. I'm going to go drop down 1 square. Oh, that one climbed a little bit. Still not bad. So far, it's looking like we got 1,103 feet per second average. All right, move over. That was a good group. All right, that's the SK. At 50 yards, we're going to load up some lapua long range. I haven't been able to get my hands on any of this in quite a while. luckily, my buddy Ray and Skylar just got in a case of it. So they graciously donated a box for me to try out. It took about a week of negotiations, but I finally got them to agree to it. This stuff here, last time I had it, which was probably last year, shot really, really good out of my CZ and my Voodoo. I have not tried it in the Bagara yet. We just got that back. But I should have some rounds left over. So I'll run some through the Bagara also. Alright, let me get a picture of my data. Session summary. Wow. And that is the SK long range. Alright. Now lapua long range. 50 yards through the Voodoo. Oh, let me reset this. In session, new session, rifle. Skip. Alright, let's get some data on this lapua long range. Alright, now we're moving up the top of the target. Alright, here we go. Lapua long range through the Voodoo. I'm going to go up 2/10. I can feel a little breeze coming up from left to right, but not much. Not bad. I think that breeze got that second shot. Alright, going over one. That was a good group. Gotta remember, basically 11 bucks a box on the SK. I think this stuff's up to 18 or 19 bucks a box. So I would expect some good groups and some good SDs and ESs. We'll see at the end here. All right, next two groups. I'm going to drop down. Well, that one wasn't nearly as impressive. All right, last group. Oh, that wasn't me. I mean, it shot good. Just not as good as I would have expected. All right, let's look at these numbers on this one. Oh, cancel. Session summary. Tell you what, the numbers look good. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to wait till the ceasefire, and then I'm going to move that target out to 100 and do at least 2 more groups of each. I don't know if you guys can see the flag behind me, but it's literally barely wiggling, but still, I can feel it. It's like a direct 9 o'clock wind. So we'll wait till after the ceasefire. I'll move it out to 100. All right, we're back. We're going to do lapua first. I'm going to keep both 2-shot groups. I'm going to keep them both on the top of the paper. So hopefully I don't put my camera in peril. All right. Did I load up one extra? I want to shoot one just to see where I'm at. Nope, I didn't. Actually, I'll shoot 2. All right. Lapua long range, 100 yards, out of the voodoo. All right, let's see where we're at. All right, let's come 2/10. So that wind is picked up a little bit. See the flag wiggling pretty good, and it's coming directly from 9 o'clock, so we were about zeroed at 100, and I was almost 4/10 right. So let's try one more. Elevation looked good, though. All right. Here we go. Lapua long range, 2 5-shot groups, 100 yards through the voodoo. Well, other than that first one, that didn't look too bad. All right, we're going to move over. Well, those squares are 1 inch, so that was, that's still sub MOA. It's hard to tell. You can see the flag now starting to kick up a little bit more. Oh, let's see what we got here. Shot summary. So again, pretty consistent standard deviation. 1100 6.9, 1107 feet per second. At 50 it was 1108. So it's staying really consistent. All right, let's end session. New session. Oop. All right, here we go. SK long range. 100 yards through the voodoo. Well, I'm going to drop down just like 2 squares. I'm going to start. That's probably a little over MOA. Go to the next one. Alright, that was a good group. That one stacked them in there pretty nice. That's definitely sub-MOA. So you kind of see the difference. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the data on this one. So, (1109 feet per second), which is nice. 5.2 standard deviation. Now you got to remember, $10 a box, $18, $19 a box. Personally, myself, with those groups we just shot, this stuff is shooting very similar. Why would you spend an extra $8, $9 a box? And this last time, they were very close on the standard deviation at 50 the first time I shot them. This time, a 10-shot group instead of 20. The SK long range standard deviation was almost 2.5 feet per second better than the lapua long range. So there it is, guys. You saw it. That's kind of how I justify shooting my SK long range, because I'm cheap too. But if it's not, I mean, I got to see an increase in performance to justify $8, $9 a box more. You know, so thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. See you now in the next one.